So as the teams come on the field though, this is Argentina. Number 1 in a black helmet on the left, on the right, Santiago Sonades. Then Marcos Araja, Juan Ambrosio and Raul Laplacette. The USA team, Mason Rowe, Chris Campson, Jeff Hall and Mike Azzaro. We'll introduce them separately when we come in. Our umpires for today are Cody Forsyth from New Zealand and Peter Wright from England. So 2 neutral umpires here. And we'll now go ahead with the national anthem of the 2. First off, the national anthem for Argentina. Now the national anthem of the United States of America. So, the 2 teams, Argentina in the light blue, the number 1 is Santiago Sonades from Buenos Aires in Argentina. The number 2 is Marcos Araja. Number 3, Juan Ambrosio from Santa Fe in Argentina. And at the back, Raul Laplacette. And the number 1 for the United States. Played in the World Cup team in Argentina for the United States. This is Mason Rowe from Texas. Chris Campson is the number 2. He's from Florida. Number 3 is Jeff Hall, also a Texan. And the 3rd one in the team is Mike Azzaro, also from Texas. Mike Azzaro was put on the highest handicap possible for a player of 10 goals, and he was on that for 13 years. Back to 7 goals now. Our 2 umpires are Cody Forsyth in the black helmet and from New Zealand, and Peter Wright from England. Jeff Hall there on screen, and this is Gustavo Martino, who's the ambassador to China for the Republic of Argentina, and he'll be accompanied by, he is accompanied there by Senor Eduardo Juego, who is the chairman of the Federation International de Polo, the International Polo Federation, and he is also from Argentina. So, players like a few of the United States players may have just gone back to check out something on their horses, but they're coming back on the field now. Argentina's all there and getting warmed up. This is going to be a great game. The United States team is more inclined to play a little defensively. Very, very strong at the back. The Argentine natural play is to spread the ball out the front and run it hard. And so I think we're going to see a very interesting game of tactics as well as a great exhibition of horsemanship and stick work. So Argentina on the left of your screen to start with. This is Mike Azzaro. As I said, he was a 10-goaler for 13 years. Now back to 7, but still a lot of experience. He's played in the Argentine Open. He's won every major cup in the USA. Very experienced player, reads the game well. The Argentine team tends to be a younger group. Juan Ambrosio is the most experienced in the team. He'll play in the 3 position. And so Gustavo Martino puts the ball and it goes out behind the Argentine line, and straight off there's a whistle. Now, where the ball bounces and starts to run, that's the line of the ball, and we'll see what the umpire said. I think they said that probably that throw-in really was difficult for the United States team to have a go at, so they'll put it in. And it's the number 1, Mason Rowe. His backhand shot, not a lot of distance, picked up there by Santi Sonatas. And Sonatas drives it onto the neck now, puts it down to about the 30-yard line. Coming through is Laplacette, Raul Laplacette, but he got the near side shot but couldn't get on. He tucks it, but he just goes wide of the post, so no score results. But Argentina, as I said, love to run that ball. If they see it in front of them, they like to hit it and get going. So pressure on, here he goes now with the shot, but he just couldn't quite get that sharp angle. Really, it's a very, very narrow goal when you get down that close. So from the back line, Mike Azzaro hits the ball in for the USA. Goes under the neck from there. Niche sharpens it up now. Jeff Hall is running along the line there, but it's back there by Ambrosio. Ambrosio's shot goes up to Marcus Araja. Araja will take the ball down along the 30-yard line now. Trying to get it, and backhand there by Chris Campson. Turns it around for the USA, and here comes Mike Azzaro, but in comes Canades and I think the umpires weren't happy with that one. So the reason we have 2 umpires on the field is they basically divide the field up into diagonal halves so they can watch each play from a different angle. And then they're able to decide who had the right of way, who was closest to the line of the ball, and who came in at an angle. So you just see here Mike Azzaro coming through, and the player coming in there across his front and then playing the backhand across the front of his horse. So that will be a free hit to the United States. And Mike Azzaro will take the hit for the United States on the halfway line, a penalty 5B, which is the centre of the field on the halfway line. So he's got about 150 yards or 150 metres to get it to the goalpost. He can either elect to do that, or he can take a softer hit and try and bring it up closer. He's elected to go for the big one. He puts it out to the right of centre, but it's going to be picked up there by Jeff Hall. Jeff Hall coming through, but no, it's stolen there by Marcus Araja. Araja shot, but then in comes Azzaro. And the umpires, once again, the whistle has blown. So when you meet the ball, you must be exactly on the same line. So he's turned up. come around and steals the ball. Well, the umpire's having a bit of a discussion. That's why there's two of them there. But they're happy to say. Now, what I think they've said is that in turning his horse to get onto that line, he was on the line when he hit the ball, but when he turned his horse, the horse's head came across the line, and that can cause a horse coming down the line to check up. Or if you don't get the horse back in time, then you'll have a collision. So what they've said is, although when he hit the ball, he got back in the right position, in the meantime, he'd come into that right of way when he turned the horse. So a 30-yard free hit, quite a, well, I don't say severe, but quite an appropriate penalty, really, because the next shot should have been a goal, and it hits the post and runs off the post, and in comes Azaro now and puts it up over the top. So I don't think that will count. The ball hits the post. I think the ball is then dead. It's outside the scoring area. So, but what's happened is that one of the Argentine players have to stay behind the back line, behind the post. So the USA team will get another hit now on a technical foul. They're not allowed to cross the line until on a third. No, you're not allowed to cross the line at all. So one of the Argentine players just drifting up. In comes Mike Azaro, puts it high in the air, and that's the first goal for a USA. So USA 1-0. So we'll come back to the centre after each goal is scored. The teams change. That's just in case there are any weather conditions like strong winds or sleety rain that horses don't like running into, so anybody with that weather behind them has a big advantage. No problem here today. There's hardly a breath of air, hardly a breeze to stir the flags, and so poor Raul Laplace, I don't care which way we're going to goal. He goes now, Sandy Bernardes. He takes it out towards the back line, the sideline. Tucks it under the pony's neck from there, bounces off the boards. Next one to it is going to be Mason Rowe. Rowe's backhand shot is picked up there by, well, there he was. Mike Azaro came through, picked up the next shot, took it on the near side, and he runs it down to about the 30-yard line, and he's got it aimed up at goal, and he pops it forward. And 10 fellas who've been on 10 goals don't make mistakes with those sort of ones. So great play by Mike Azaro. Great anticipation. He picked the ball up off the sideboard, and then coming through now and just didn't try to hit it too hard, just popped it over the line. So 2 goals to the USA now in the first chukker, and Argentina are going to have to look to, looks like they're going to bring Mike Azaro up into the game a bit, the US tactics, rather than him sitting deep and just playing defensively. And he's got a very, very good ball chaser in Jeff Hall in front of him. But off the back of the ruck, it's Ambrosio for Argentina. And he brings it down the centre line now and pops it up in the air. It's gone to the left of the post, though. He'll have to go hard to get this one, and he does. That's a great goal for Juan Ambrosio. It was going to the left, and he had a very difficult shot to get that through. So that's a reply from Argentina very quickly. 2-1 the score now. Here he comes now. You just see here that ball is heading left, so he cuts it from under the pony's neck back through the goal. That's very clever stick work. So back to the centre. We'll change ends again. They're doing plenty of this. 3 goals so far in this chukker, and we've only had about half of it. 6 chukkers to go today. Bounces off the number 2 as Chris Campson can't quite pick it up. Out comes Laplace. Raul Laplace just bringing the ball round the corner now. Ambrosio says, come on, I'll take this one. Very experienced player, as I said. He's very good at setting up an attack, so he puts it there now for Laplace. And the Argentinians now trying to work man-to-man, and Laplace is left to hit the ball up through the ruck, but it doesn't get the distance he'd like. Mason Rowe comes in there, but it's just tapped out by Ambrosio. And 2 Argentinians going for the ball together there. Ambrosio gets the better of it, brings it around in front of goal, hits a pony, Plenty of defence there. Backhand shot by Ambrosio. Takes it across to the right of goal. Picked up there by Mike Azzaro, and the whistle blows. So we'll again just see if we can pick that up. The ball had been hit across the goal by Juan Ambrosio. And Mike Azzaro, see him coming off the field now to change horses, I would imagine. As soon as they feel a horse is not responding, getting a bit tired, they will take it off and get a fresh pony. It's so important to this game. You can be the best polo player in the world without good horses. You can't show your worth. So a tired horse is very, very hard to hit off. They start to pull. And so a penalty shot on the spot, and it's taken by La Placette, and through the goal it goes. So it's all square now. 2 goals all in the first chukker. USA versus Argentina, the final of the Super Nations Cup 2012. So that penalty right in front of goal. So undefendable, really. Ball goes in from Peter Wright. It's backed out by Ambrosio. He's doing a bit of damage now. He's getting a lot of possession out of these lineups, but it's turned around by Jeff Hall. Hall shot takes it up to La Placette. La Placette's shot going up to Marcos Araja, and Mike Azzaro was there. And we'll hear the whistle. We did hear the whistle. We'll see what the result of that is. So Marcos Araja has dropped his whip, so he's getting a little bit of help from the umpire there to get it back. You see the range of photographers and media that are here. Very, very well covered, this Super Nations Cup, really putting China on the map as a polo destination. There have been about 3 other tournaments held during the autumn in Beijing and Shanghai. So but this is the highest rated polo that you'll see in China at the moment. 24 goal handicap. Mike Azzaro unloads the ball out to the right-hand side. La Placette is there to take it out to the sideline. He'll bounce it off the boards and get the next shot in, but the next shot takes it over the road, over the boards, into that roadway beside the field. So we'll see a throw in about 60 yards out from the back line. USA on the attack again, but having built a 2-goal lead, that's now even Steven at 2-all. Whistle blows, so there must have been something going on in that line out, or they've just called time off to. That's what it looks like. The umpire's just asking to get a bit more organised. Umpire Cody Forsyth puts the ball in from the sideline. It's going to be picked up by Sandy Sonadas. He gets a near side shoulder. Backhand there from, I think it was Chris. But, well, another whistle, so this is tight stuff now. Both teams really watching one another carefully, and we're seeing quite a few fouls in this latter part of the chukker. Just see it there on the replay, the player coming around, and he had to turn his horse across the line, and the Argentinian player had already got on to the line of that ball, so it'll be a penalty 5B from centre field to Argentina. Raul La Placette just placing the ball. Quite legal to do that because obviously these horses' hooves do dig the ground up quite a bit. We've had polo on this ground every day now for 5 days. So there are a few divots and bumps in the field. And so he just makes sure the ball's sitting up on a good piece of grass to hit off. He'll go back nice and deep. Come in now for the penalty 5B from halfway. and he lets it go. Doesn't quite get the distance he'd like. It only gets to the 60-yard line. It's trapped there by Ambrosio, who hauled his horse back, and Chris Campson's come through quickly onto the line and ridden down. So again, we see a whistle, and I think this will send Argentina back into their defensive half. So you can see it there on the replay. Campson had really got his horse going quite fast, and when Araja came across to take that ball, he went in and out of the line. But not a very severe penalty. The USA team right on the defensive there, so they get a hit on the spot, but that allows Mike Azaro to take it up over the halfway line and put him into the attacking half. Now he'll try and straighten this ball up, but Sadik Sanatis is there. Picked up though by Jeff Hall. Jeff Hall coming through now, and Mike Azaro takes a bit of opposition out of the way and leaves Jeff Hall with a bit of a clean run through the ruck, but picked up there by Ambrosio. Ambrosio plays the backhand shot, bounces off a pony, goes up in front of La Placette. Ambrosio it was anyway. It's backed in there by Santi Sanatis. Mike Azaro has got time to come around with this one. There's nobody close to him, and well, the umpires blow the whistle again. Now just you'll see there where Mike Azaro was coming around with the ball on his stick side, and two players coming in to just watch it. Here comes Mike Azaro, and he's been really knocked out of the way completely. Now in that case, the Argentine player had to get out of the way. He was forcing the United States player into a fouling position. So the penalty is awarded against Argentina for pushing a player across the line, and Mike Azaro will take this. Looks like a 40-yard free hit, penalty 3. So in this case, the defending side has to stay behind the line until the ball is hit. So Mike Azaro to take this penalty hit for the United States. There's only about 10 seconds left in the chukker, and if he can put this one through to take it out to 3-2, that might be a pretty handy position for them getting into the second. So in comes Azaro now. Lets it go, and where's he's put it? It goes wide, so there's an opportunity missed for the United States, and Argentina will breathe a sigh of relief. So, well, the first bell is rung and the umpires have decided to call that chukker. So, we'll see the second chukker commence with a hit in from the back line by Argentina. There's some of the crowd that's come here from all over the world to watch this polo. We have representatives from most of the polo playing nations.